Hello, welcome back to Carl's Place. I'm Carl, and today I'm going to make for you one of my most favorite things to make in the world. I make this all the time. There was actually a point I thought I was addicted to it, but I got it under control, no problem. So stick with me, and I'm going to show you how to make homemade ramen soup. Okay, folks, I'm ready for this. I'm starving. I love this soup. I eat it all the time, all the time, all the time. So I'm going to go over the ingredients, and basically what this is, it's ramen soup, souped up, and it has a miso broth base. Now, the best thing about ramen is you can put whatever you want in it. You can put beef, you can put pork, chicken, ham, whatever you want as a protein. Put whatever kind of vegetables you want in there. It's your soup. So I'm going to show you the basic way I do it. It's filling, it's delicious, it's fantastic. So ingredients for the miso broth. What I do is I start with 2.5 cups of broth. Depending on whatever you're making, you can use beef broth, vegetable broth, whatever. Today I'm using chicken broth, 2.5 cups of broth that you like. This is about maybe a teaspoon of ginger. I grate my ginger. You can chop it up, grate it, crush it, whatever you like. It's your soup. I use 2.5 tablespoons of miso paste. And this is white miso. They have red miso that I've seen. I don't know if they have any other colors of miso paste, but what it is fermented soybeans. And once they are fermented, they crush them up and turn them into a paste, and it's delicious. So 2.5 tablespoons of miso paste of your choice. Now for the fillings, what I like to put in, of course, you have to have your ramen noodles, and I usually buy them online, and they're a little bit more expensive than what you find in the supermarket. You may get 6 for $1 in the supermarket. These are about $1 a piece. And it's not really much different except for the patties. The noodle patties are bigger, so you get more noodles. Of course, the more the better. And I put in 2 boneless chicken thighs. I like the thighs. I like the dark meat on them. It stays juicy and tender no matter how you cook it. So 2 boneless thighs with the skin on. Have to have the skin. Sorry. Now, once the chicken and the broth are done, what I usually do is I put 2 scallions chopped on the bias. You know, like that. Meaning you don't cut it like this, you cut it like this. Cut it sideways. Or diagonal. Sorry, sideways is different. Diagonal is this way. So about 2 scallions. I put an egg. This is hopefully somewhere between soft boil and hard boiled, and maybe where the yolk is a little bit more liquidy, but not completely. So kind of half and half between there. That's how I like to get it. If you like a harder boiled egg, do that. If you like a softer boiled, do that. It's your soup. And then I like to put baby bok choy. No, isn't that cute? Chop it up. Put the whole thing in there. And then I chop it into this. So nice and bite-sized. And that's pretty much it. Pretty basic ingredients. So let's go over, move over to the stove, get the broth going, get the chicken going, and cook this up. Okay, so I have a cast iron porcelain Dutch oven type thing here that I'm going to cook the chicken in. It's heating up right now. I have a pan of water that's heating up for the noodles. I'm going to cook the noodles. And then I have the chicken broth heating up here because I'm going to add that to this later after the chicken's cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken in here. Now the great part of these kind of pans is you don't have to put any oil. So you can just go ahead and put it skin side down and let the fat start leaching out of it. Probably about 4-5 minutes on each side. Put your salt and pepper on the opposite side. And just keep this on a medium high. pepper. Okay, let's check the chicken a little bit. It's starting to get nice and brown. Leave it there until it's really brown. And you can see around the edges it's starting to cook right through. So, and of course you want to cook this to 165 because that's the temperature where it should be safe. And I'll check it before it's done just to make sure. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slip in the noodles. Just cook about 4 minutes, and I'm going to flip the chicken. And look at that. See how nice and brown that is? All right. Let's check its temperature. 165. Not quite there yet. I'm going to take the noodles off, drain them. I'm going to let them drain in the pan. Let's check the temperature. Okay, that's definitely done. Let's check the thicker piece. Oh, geez, 220. Yep, these are done. Okay, you want to turn your heat to medium and take these out and let them rest. All right, so let's clean this up a bit. Splashing, ruined my stovetop. Ugh, that's fine, it's worth it. So next you want to take your ginger, throw the ginger in there. Let that get nice and fragrant. And then throw your 2.5 tablespoons of miso paste. Get that in there. Try to get all those little bits up. Squash that in there. Okay, and start adding your broth. And get your okay. You got a little bits of chicken in there. That's fine. Just make sure the miso paste is nice and incorporated. And it's usually salty on its own, so I don't add any salt or pepper to anything really. Well, that's not true. I put a little salt on the egg. Okay, so you get all that stuff off from the bottom. Let's give it a taste. Oh, it's so good. You could actually eat it just like this. Some bread. It's delicious. Okay, I think the broth is done. Let's go ahead and put this ramen soup together. Okay, let's put this together. Now this is This is a ramen soup bowl specifically for ramen. As you can see, it's a good size, so it's you get a huge bowl of soup, and then you get to eat it. So first thing I throw in here is the baby bok choy. I put that off to the side, and once you put the hot miso broth on here, it's going to wilt it down, and it'll be perfect. Then I put the noodles on the side here. Put those on the side. Ah, buggers are stuck. Okay. Then I pour the hot miso broth right over it. Okay. And I add the chicken. Once it rested, I just sliced it up. Put that right there. The other one right on top of it because I like a lot of chicken for me. Get the egg. Let's see how it turned out. Hopefully perfect. Yes. It's exactly how I like them. You see the yolk's still a little soft, but everything else is nice and firm. Put that in there. And throw your pile of scallions. One more thing. I put just a little black Hawaiian sea salt on the eggs. And that is it. And you have your beautiful ramen soup. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Let's eat. Okay, I'm ready to eat. Look how beautiful that is. That gorgeous. Scallions, eggs, chicken, noodles, miso broth, baby bok choy. Delicious. Let's give it a taste. Oh, forgot to say, one of the best parts of eating ramen noodle soup is that you get to slurp and nobody gives a shit. So be as noisy as you want to be. I'm going to pull this in closer. I don't even have a napkin. I have a towel. It could be messy, but it's worth it. Let's move it in. And of course, when in Rome. Oh man, just get some noodles first. Oh my God. Some of that scallion. Pull up some of that bok choy from the bottom. Oh, a piece of chicken. Come on. I'm not the best with chopsticks, but I try. Get some of that miso broth. Oh man. I can't even describe how satisfying this is. The egg. Those noodles and bok choy. Mm. And this is a meal. This is your dinner if you want. It's a large amount of food, pretty healthy. Said the chicken. The skin's nice and crispy. Mm. Oh wow. I don't know what else to say about that. And believe it or not, when I'm eating it alone with no camera, I say the same thing. Wow, so delicious. I don't even can see the miso broth. It's a nice light brownish color because you get all the bits and stuff up from the chicken when you were browning the chicken, and it just adds to the flavor. And it's so delicious. Mm. I haven't made any mess yet. I'm doing good. Go ahead, folks. Give this a try. You won't be sorry. This is so good. Great thing to have during the week after work or whatever. It's fairly quick. You can pull it all together within a half hour, no problem. We could even do 2 or 3 within the same amount of time. So if you have a family, they'll love it too. Yeah. Oh, just no words. Give it a try. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have subscribed, don't forget to put the notification button on so you don't miss any future videos from Carl's Place. And have a wonderful day, guys. I'm going to sit here and finish my soup. Bye.